So I've walked all over Virginia City in search of a forest ranger hat. Alas, there were none to be found, so it's back on the road to Yellowstone. Earlier, I was in a town called Minutia, and now I find myself in a place called Ennis. Are they into Enel? I've been wandering around this Ennis place for 10 minutes, trying to find like a Kmart or someplace I can buy a pillow. And once you get into an Ennis, it's hard to get out, apparently. I'm not finding, there's nothing in this Ennis. So I find myself here in what I would call Montana's chin. It's that little piece that hangs down just a little bit below Wyoming. And we're about 50 miles away from the entrance to Yellowstone. I don't know where I'm going to camp tonight, but I'll find someplace.
My most basic need was to find a place to sleep, and I did that and began to set up my tent. That done, I was able to address a higher Maslowian need, an intellectual pursuit. It was my first opportunity to record some video for what will eventually be the feature video of this tour, an examination of the calderas of Yellowstone National Park.
We're going to do a little off-roading and find out. The soil certainly has a volcanic feel to it. Rough, I believe, is what this is. We find our first proof that Yosemite is, in fact, a volcano. There are multiple calderas throughout this region, as we've discussed. I don't know which one this is a part of. I hope to find out. But we definitely, this is not just an ordinary cliff. Let us look. We have, as it goes around, it has a definite circular shape. Off there in the distance, you can see it continues. And these, I am almost certain, could be nothing else. Oh, well, they're bison tracks. Okay, they're not bear tracks. I have made fire. Got my tent all set up. I'm ready for camping fun.
What I thought was the caldera of an ancient Yellowstone volcano was in fact just the edge of the floodplain of the Madison River.
Resident attendant who lives here at the campground just stopped as he was going by and came by and said, "Hey, just a quick thing, want to remind you not to leave any food out because bears and all that." And I'm like, "Oh, yeah. And this spot I've picked is kind of isolated, and figured, well, if the bears are going to come from anywhere, they'd come from that direction because there's no people over there. And I'm the closest campsite to that. Did I pick the spot on purpose? Maybe. In any case, the wife in the cart behind, when I mentioned this, yelled out, "Well, that's where the bear came through last year." Well, once a year, the odds. Bears? Any bears? Two bodies, teddy bear, not the girl with the blonde hair. What a great bear, what a great bear, what a great bear, what a great bear. Day 3. Read the directions to your camp gear before taking them out into the wild for the first time. For example, the tent said in the instructions, although we try to make this thing waterproof, it's not really waterproof. Little holes get in it from the needles and the stitches and such. So you have to treat it with some kind of water repellent before you use it if you want it to be waterproof. Well, it rained last night again, and so at one point the water was dripping in the middle, the little sag in the middle of the tent, right there. It was just dripping. So I just put my coat over that part and just slept in the rain, which eventually turned into snow, which is much easier to deal with. I need a shower. Look at me. I just realized as I saw the two guys who were in the most adjacent, closest campsites to mine, who were both people, happen to be men, camping by themselves. So it's not as weird and pathetic as I thought.
I'm not the only one who is that pathetic. Yeah. Well, the place in West Yellowstone here where I saw they were advertising showers is not offering showers till May 26th, because that's when the season starts, I guess. And today is only the 24th.
Well, you're gonna see some wildlife on the way to Madison, probably.
Okay.